Good morning, grasshoppers. Let's make sure I'm registered for my own event, which sometimes does not happen. We have to make sure that just in case anybody is an early bird, we're ready to fire off the link. Water set. Good morning. Master plays. Postulate. Ginka. My old friend, Jail and Amarado. Looks like I'm beating him 8-1. You know what? We're gonna play E5 as advertised here. So now, I do believe that we should be playing the martial attack. Even though all of the endgames favor white. What? I don't think you're allowed to do that, by the way. Is there something I don't know here? That's so bizarre. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm not even down a pawn. What is this craziness? But I'm not even down a pawn. It seems crazy that I'm not down a pawn. Good morning, Apostolate. Good to see you already in the channel. I have to do a beginner's routine. I have to do a few more of these types of things, honestly. For starting out in chess. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. What am I worried about here? Am I worried about anything? Well, that would not be good. So rook e8, rook takes e8, queen takes e8, bishop takes d5, queen e1 check, knight f1. Bishop takes d5, queen takes d5, rook d8. Will that work? I'm way overdue in this game for losing though. So, where does he go? Do I have any pieces left? I have a queen and a bishop. And he could potentially have 2 rooks and 2 bishops. So is he winning a piece in that deal? Fair enough. I do have to consider surprising him. I do gravely regret giving up my bishop. It is unfortunate. I'm not sure this is going to amount to the pain, torture, and pressure that I want my opponent to feel. Success! Success! Alright, maybe not total success. Maybe not total success. We are rocking this. We are going for total energy, total production, total coordination, and total control. Is that total enough? This queen is on vacation. Everything is going to be fine. So now, for something relevant and different. I have to decide how he thinks he is going to coordinate his pizzas. How about any brute force stuff here? Does he have to play h3? Alright, let's do it this way. Even though I lose control of my square just a little bit. The c6 square, that is. Just a smidge. I do want to be able to play g6. I do want to be able to give him the c6 pawn. I do want to be able to play queen to g5. want him to think that he can attack my knight. So, for example, king f1, queen h2 maybe. That makes sense. And now for something relevant on a different scale. Keep his queen on vacation. Too bad we couldn't soften up the A2 square as well while we're at it. Rahul Chess 880. That is in the works. We are working on match point rewards. Where are you headed? You're not headed to F5. You're headed to G4. But still, where are you headed? This does not make complete sense, right? So, let's just gain some time here. Wow. That was passive. Never occurred to me that you would do that. Let's keep up the excitement. And now where are you headed? Bishop takes G6 was devastation for me. Yeah, modeled after the Carlsen Artemiev match, by the way. We're modeling it on that. Unfortunately, it never worked. It just never worked. Sorry there, JL and Amarato. JL, cheers, man. Piece coordination is key. Apostolate, good luck, sir. Did you, unfortunately, the effect yesterday of you berserking every game in the Friday arena may have soured some of the coaches on allowing berserk because it affected some of the kids. The kids are now wanting to berserk. This is not necessarily a great influence on them. So unfortunately, as much as I still want you to play in the tournament, I don't know if we're going to be able to allow, well, yes, it is on the team page. Oops, top one on the team page. So I'm not entirely sure if he's approaching this right. Now we're getting warmer. Buenas noches. It's not mate and 2. It's close, but it's just a win of the queen. Well, that's mate. King f4, queen h6, king e5, queen g7. Thank you very much. What do we have? We have 30 seconds between rounds in case anyone would like to join the event. It is at the top of the Team Link tournament page. Just there. And we did have 3 late joiners. I thought there was 11 for a moment. 3 late joiners. Anishberger, welcome back. Apostolate. What do I want to do, sir? This green light's not on. Is he researching? Most of the time we're playing the queen d8 Scandi. Well, I'm just glad that you were able to survive to a certain extent. Game has started, Apostolate. He's on a mobile. Andrea, good morning. Fresh from the Eternal City. Not quite ready yet for his world tour. Yeah, I feel like no, you did dominate the tournament, I think, right? I hope you at least won the tournament with Berserk. I can't remember at this point because I was not there for the end of it. If the opponent's not going to control the center, then I'm going to play e4. Very quick and easy understanding. I've never actually researched what exactly I want to play against this because every line that I have played so far has been relatively pleasant. This is a move that Apostolate will appreciate, just knowing what's going to happen next. That's interesting. So he did save himself from the one angle. We'll just keep up the fun and excitement. We're going to keep on capturing. No, don't do that. You're just going to get overworked, sir. I believe you're just going to get overworked. I could be wrong. Yes, Andrea, in reverse. It's actually quite a name. It certainly can be. Can I use this? I'm starting to think that I do not like what has happened here. I do not like what has happened here. I don't. So let's just take care of that. I know he had to consider, he really did have to consider checking. So I'm up a pizza. Let us offer an exchange, if you would like. Please, help yourself. Help yourself to an exchange. So, a mild... So what's happening now? Check, takes. I do not discount the entire tactical possibilities of my opponent, by the way. My opponent is an extremely dangerous tactical player. I refuse to take him lightly. Yes. What could be next? Looking for a good square for the bishop. That seems like the best possible square for the bishop. But I really want to trade pizzas. Let's do some lift and shift. Just a little bit of lifting and a little bit of shifting. I really do. I really do want to do some lifting and shifting. Can I play it this way? Bishop takes, queen takes. C'est la vie. Wait, you're still trying to do that? I mean, I'm okay for exchanges here. Let's just make sure that this exchange is okay. I can't leave you with any more attackers than you already have. Do I want to do that? Alright, moment of truth time. I really do need to attack you before you can attack me. Yeah, that might not have been the best move. That might not have been the best move. Giving back the pizza? Not my favorite choice. Oh, wise guy. Did you get me here? You stopped my double adoption? Wise guy. There's no other move here, yeah? Yeah, knight f7. What a jettison. Knight to g5 was a great move, though, wasn't it? Wasn't knight to g5 a great move? Queen F2. Yeah, of course I could have just run for it. King to D2, king to C1, game over, right? So, and now I'm lost. And you return the favor. Steady, steady. Knight G5 was not the best. H3 would have been good. Yeah, that's it. Admitted. I wanted to get excited. And then just putting the knight back on F3. Yeah. And this was dead lost. Maybe not dead lost. Clearly lost. Rahul Chess 880. Are we in the Battersea Chess Club together? Yeah, I'm just a rook down. And that's so strange, right? I lost the third round. No, this is a Swiss. This is a Swiss. Sorry, Rahul. In a Swiss, you have a little bit more leeway. Well, I was coming back. I just had a feeling that since you were reminding me, or that since you were nudging me that I lost the third round, that I had a feeling I was playing you. Or that you wanted to play me because I would remain distracted. But it didn't look like anything at that point. Did it? Alright, fine. Let's play this line. I'm ready for you. I am. So you're still not playing it that way. I want it that way. Alright, let's tag the B2 pawn in this variation. That's what we like to do. Not my favorite continuation, by the way. Very good. Let's chase this one around the block a few times. Just gonna pretend like this is another day at the office. Well, that's not necessarily another day at the office, but okay, if you want to trade off bishops or knights, it's okay by me. How many weaknesses are there? Can I walk across? Will you let me walk across? Probably not. C'est la vie. You gods. Are we doing this? Oh, I lost a pawn. I lost a pawn. That's so bad. I lost a pawn. G4, G5. Is that a real thing? Well, that's interesting. Well, tactically, that did not work out.
This nation owes you a huge debt.
That's what the tournaments are for. Absolutely. Absolutely, that's what the tournaments are for. That's craziness. So you are forking me, no matter what I do. Okay, well, I have to attack your rook first, perhaps. I need some counterplay. If this is going to be the case, I need counterplay. Counterplay, I say. I need counterplay. Counterplay. Gegenspielen. Better to be lucky than good. Or at least, that's my understanding. Good point. Do I need to check you first? No. Even though I was a piece down, I actually thought that I was doing well. You love chess. I love chess. I don't know if it's too late for you to get in the tournament. I think you can still get in the tournament. Uh-oh. This could be a trick. So is he still threatening mate in 2? He is still threatening mate in 2. That is kind of a bother. So I have to be very careful not to allow mate in 2. So now, do I want to trade on this square or on the other square? You're getting a rook behind my passed pawn no matter what, it appears. Whoa! Something funny's happening here, folks. So, I do have to watch out. He has that check. This endgame should still be good for me. Which pawn should queen? Oh no. That's not gonna do. Oh no. Dudovich. Dudovich, one fast move. Delianolos, welcome back. It is great to see you. I don't know if there's still time. Yes, there's still time. In a 7-round Swiss, you can enter up to round 4. Yeah, the unfortunate part, Delianolo, is because of the nature of some of the youth of our students, we don't always get such good games as we expect. But the good news is that you do provide good games for the other students. Pastolet is still playing. He's playing my old friend Kinka, or my young friend Kinka, depending on how you look at it. Let's check out this game. They are 1-1 in their personal encounters. Kinka is very resourceful. You did blunder your extra knight, but there's a smidgen of pressure with my 2 pawns, but you were better. I don't know if you were winning, but you were definitely clearly better. And Apostolet lost. I was actually hoping that Apostolet would keep Ginka off of my agenda, because the Bulgarian here is an extremely dangerous player. His rating is not real. Let's just play standard. This should be relatively unbeatable. Honestly. Peter's Fiddler's lifetime repertoire on the Grunfeld, on its way. Did he not pause? Did he drop out? Hold on here, I'm going to look in another window. Volodya, 2010. Is he online? Did he just try to play? Whoops. They are online. Oh, I see. White resigned the tournament. White resigned without playing. Is that the story? So bishop to d2. Well, that does make me rethink things a little bit. Fine. As much as I dislike giving up the bishop for the knight, if it's what I have to do. You got 1.5 out of nowhere and you haven't played any matches yet. Did you start with a half point buy and you got a full point buy if you were the lower rated player? If you're the lowest rated player in the in that particular section. But I don't think we have to talk to them about this. I have to check the FIDE rules though, because it goes by the FIDE pairing rules. I don't believe that you should get a full point buy unless absolutely necessary, if you've already gotten a half-point buy. Like, getting a half-point buy means that you already didn't play a game. The color rotation is off. My opponent has the 2 bishops. I don't like this at all. C'est la vie. Can I play it this way? CD5, CD5, knight D5, knight D5, queen D5. Yuck. I am actually hoping to play the Chicago Open at the end of May. That is my ideal situation. If I can play the Chicago Open, that'll be good. I don't think Olgar should have given up the center like that. Now we have a target. But how do we get to the target? I feel like I've done this game before. For some reason. I just feel like this game has been played before. Let's just keep breaking down the pawn structure. I will look at this again later. Yep, this is the way to do it. So now, when I play e4, c4, and all the pawns should fall. Crossing my fingers that this much is true. Yeah, I played Grandmaster Zupide in the first round the year before COVID. I think it was 2019. I played the Chicago Open. No, we can't let that happen. We cannot let that happen. There's a problem with this picture. Ginka. No, I do not do massive amounts of prep. They are going to know more than me, so it is better for me to be well rested and basically, here's the other problem with doing massive amounts of prep. I don't really want to play someone else's moves. I want to play my best moves. If you are going to be a truly great player, you're not going to win with someone else's game. Oh, I did have plenty of time to prepare. He showed up 55 minutes late for the game. So I had drawn him previously, so my lifetime score is a half out of... Oh, I was going to make a move. In this position, I was just going to fire out a move. JL and Amorato. 8.5, 7.5. I love the lifetime tallies that Chessable provides. Well, obviously Fabiano Caruana also uses engine lines after his 8th round win against MVL. That was priceless. Yeah, Lead Chess provides the lifetime score at the bottom. Like, you have your 8.5, 7.5 in our match. You drew to stop the 20 in a row. When I go on to G's.com or anything like that, I have no idea what the history is. That's correct, Crispo Chess. You really only learn by having your own concept, applying your own concept, testing your own concept, and then testing to whether or not your concept is true. Only when the objective is clear. Engine lines can be very tricky. Engine lines, yes. I'm not sure if tricky is the right word. Something's lost in translation here. That's the only benefit to, let's just say, the English speakers. Not myself. Americans are terrible at English. The English speakers, like the proper educated English speakers in Europe, because they're like Norwegians and Danish and Dutch speak, and maybe even the UK, they learn English better than us. They have a better grasp of the thesaurus concept. What happened here? Bishop h4 g3. Why did we move our bishop? I don't understand why we moved our bishop. Was he just running out of time? So in this particular position, after g3, I would have played knight f3 check, knight takes g1. I was actually hoping to go and get something to get a refresher on my coffee, but I'll settle for hydration station. Now that the tournament has been settled and there's no more entries, I think I can change the 30 seconds to a shorter increment between rounds. Let's see if I can do that. Do I want to play this way? Let's play it slightly differently. But as a Benko and Benoni player, shifting my mindset in this particular instance. No, shorter between rounds. Stretch and hydrate. cheers, sir. So being black in this position as opposed to being white in this position. For example, I play the same position with black. So this is not the correct move. And I'm always torn on whether or not I should ever worry about that correct move or not. Shaped by the World. News of the World, starring Tom Hanks and Rogan Joe Slow. No, between the time between rounds. Why did you give away that knight? I don't understand. Your bishop is worth much more. In order to justify a sacrifice of a rook, you should really get, let's say, 3 pawns for the piece. You really want 3. F6 was really where your pawn belonged. I tricked you, I'm afraid. My opinion on the engine? Or the other guy's opinion on the engine? Possibly. Can't give him time to play E6 even if it does lose the ball. Yeehaw! I don't even know where to begin. Am I sacrificing a piece? I don't think so. 1 pawn, 2 pawns. Do I hear 3 pawns? 1 pawn, 2 pawns. I don't get 3 pawns for that piece. Wow, if he escapes, can you imagine? If my opponent were to escape, that would be crazy. Alright, let's just weigh something up here. I'm not down at all. My opponent gave away 2 pieces. And his rook is staying on A8. Oh, are you threatening that? Well, that is indeed a bummer. So now, is it equal? I sacrificed the exchange, but for what? What did I sacrifice the exchange for? That is the question. A terrible game. That is apparently what I sacrificed the exchange for. Wow, Andrea has gotten me again. Why did I move so fast? Mad Quick Chess in the house. Yeah, speaking of people who are up all night. I am sacking my knight, by the way. I don't have a choice. I believe I'm sacking my knight. Bollocks. Blitz is way different. If you do not already follow Matt Quick Chess in his amazing and erstwhile endeavors, you should definitely be doing so. Oh, fine. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. This was why I had to lead the rooks away from the F file. I am crossing my fingers that we get some Gegenspiel out of this deal. Unfortunately, my opponent has a lot of play. And he has a back rank mate. Not quite. It's not quite a back rank mate, but it is very close to a back rank mate. Oh, that doesn't work. That does not work. It's very passive, folks. So sad. I had to make one more move before I played that. FIDE is usually about, I would say on average, I think FIDE is about 100 points lower rated than USCF. On average, lower rated than USCF at the higher, and then FIDE can often be about the same at the lower levels. Wow. Whoa, I dodged the bullet, folks. I feel like I really did dodge a bullet. But there's still nothing for me to do in this position. So strange. I'm down a rook right now, and the best I can hope for is to be down a piece. Alright, I'll take that moral victory. I am going to take this moral victory. Well, it's not a moral victory, obviously, if I'm losing. Yeah. Fine. My moral victory is not so good. Maybe I'll get a... Oh, I can't do that. I cannot do it. Oh, I have to be careful. Very, very, very careful. Good eye, sir. So now, it's not going to work. Such a bummer. I wanted to play rook e7 check, rook f7 check, king g5 check with stalemate. But it's not going to work. So that's too bad. That bishop is really, really annoying. You know that, right? That bishop is superhuman annoying. Yeah, that creates a smidgen of a problem, doesn't it? Huh. I tried my best. I tried my best to stalemate that one. I can't believe that I'm still in first place. I considered the game against Apostolate the same as a loss, so I actually thought that I lost 2 games that event. I have a lesson in X amount of time. Delayalos. Here we go. I didn't lose that many rating points. Maybe I lost the whole 10. I have no idea. What do I want to play against Delayalos? Let's play E4. Yoli Tian. For me, there's only one way to play. Good game, sir, indeed. No GMs in Malaysia. I did mean to research it. Yes, I was a member of the Martial Chess Club before a few of the players, well before a few, if not most of the viewers here were born. The Martial Chess Club, that is. So how did I lose this game to Andrea? This is the same position from Andrea's game. So I get to play the same opening 2 rounds in a row. Very unusual, don't you think? Old enough to do almost everything except drink, I think, in Europe and the United States. I do mean to make a study of this position that arises, just because you get it so often. It's New Zealand, yeah. I'm sure that you can drink there. Oh my god. In fact, I did forfeit to Leo Zilbermans. I played him for the last time, and when I told them actually when I was going to be in a quad in the Westfield quads, if I was in the same quad, I wasn't going to play. It was just too unbearable. I hesitate to ask if he has become a master. Rugby, racing, and beer. Foster's. No, that's Australian. What is the New Zealand beer? Okay. He has stopped me from playing the move that I want to play. However, let me think about this for just one moment. It's amazing how much my knowledge of the best lines of this opening are of no use to me. My knowledge of the absolute main line, best lines, are of no use to me in these positions because none of my opponents ever play the best moves against this opening. Like, ever. It's crazy. I'm risking it though. I have to admit it. I am risking a lot. Rook to b1 was a better move there. In fact, rook to b1 was probably the move instead of bishop e3. So that I could play bishop to b2 behind the knight and have the bishop on b2 protected. He's still 1900 after all this time. Well, that shows you how much I am tracking him. I have to do it this way, I think. Just to emphasize the little detail in this position. Yes. So, any knight move by the knight on c6, I was going to attempt to discover on the queen, capturing the pawn. So I thought he moved the wrong rook to c8. I'm fairly certain that he moved the wrong rook to c8. But maybe that wasn't the case. Just maybe. And in every line, the pawn on a7 is a little bit loose as well. So when you're playing these positions and you're going into a pseudo late middle game or a queenless middle game transition toward the ending, that a7 pawn is a pain in the tuchus. I used to play these lines myself. I know how not easy they are. There's all sorts of knight g4 tricks that I have to be concerned about. There was one, I almost remember clearly, very, very, very clearly the moment that I stopped playing at the Martial Chess Club. And it was the moment yeah, I'm not a big fan of this, but we're going to return to the center. It was the moment that the tournament director, Gennady Segalchik's brother, Dmitry, was the tournament director at the time. Gennady Segalchik's brother had a weird sense of humor. And basically, when I was playing Lev in my last experience with him, he was just pounding the pieces like you wouldn't believe. Pounding the pieces, pounding the clock. The guy on the next board, because there were two boards to a table, the guy on the next board basically said, or wanted to call him out on it. Alright. I don't have a choice here. Called the tournament director over a couple times. Then there was a moment where the plan was not clear, right? So Lev has a winning concept, and Lev can promote a pawn, or he has to start his pawns moving anyway toward promotion, and that will increase the pressure on my position. And Dmitry Segalchik goes and retrieves an extra queen for Lev before he's even moved, and puts the extra queen next to the board. which was highly illegal, obviously, right? Highly illegal. Now these positions are not what they appear to be. I used to think that I would be so happy when I play these positions. Host incoming and raiding with 24 viewers. Thank you very much. I can probably extend this tournament if needed. But that's crazy, right? Alright, my opponent's helping me out. My opponent is helping me out. We have a lot of pressure here. I am FIDE trainer John MacArthur.
This nation owes you a huge debt.
I have been teaching chess forever, to say the least. I'm going to put a lot of pressure on this pawn. Delianolos may hold me to a draw, but that remains to be seen. Now we're going to just try to crack open that side of the board because we want to use our rook on both sides of the board. Whoops. He created a weakness. Is the weakness enough to win? First thought, rook e6, knight e6, d e6 check, king moves, bishop takes b7. And can I get those pawns moving? I don't think so, folks. But now that that side of the board is locked up, let's start on this side of the board. Enjoy. I am serious, by the way, about... Let's make sure my king is safe against anything. So now, he is not going to trade. There's no way he's going to trade. I'm moving too fast, by the way. I believe he is actually quite the favorite. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. We drive the knight. We have to drive that back. Subtle miscalculation here. I'm not a big fan of what just happened. My bishop is truly bad now. My bishop is truly bad.
This nation
I have
owes
to
you a
trade
huge
once,
debt.
and I have to go passive. Unfortunately, I have to be very, very passive. I'm hoping for some serious activity in just a moment. That was bizarre. Can I do that? This could be rough. Can I do that? Which is more valuable? Keeping the pressure on him with the B pawn on the board, or keeping the pressure on him with the B pawn off the board? Yeehaw! Can I do this? Does not look good. Good. Let's get these pawns down to one side of the board. Whoa! It's a good thing that pre-move is not available. We need to skip this song, yeah? And now for something relevant or different. Is that gonna work? It's not gonna work, folks. I think I tried too hard to win. I tried too hard to win. Alright, so this one has to go. Sound please. Let's try sound please. Actually, let's go with reggaeton. Maybe that'll be better. Third ranked defense. Now we're on the fourth ranked defense. Oh no! I blundered. I pride myself in Queen versus Rook, by the way. That's what hurts most about that. 2 games in a row, I went into a death spiral. It's craziness. Alright, Chris. I hope you're ready. Good luck, sir. Good game. Cheers. I hope you're here. I play every opening, by the way. So try not to think about that too much. Yeah, I've even played the English defense. I'm trying to think of an opening that I have not yet played. Not one of the best defenses against 1G3, but the last time I think I played 1G3, I was educated rather gravely by Leslie Braun at the Marshall Chess Club, and I unfortunately allowed a major lesson, and it wasn't pretty. A major lesson in the 2 bishops, because I gave up the 2 bishops. For whatever reason, I'd given up the 2 bishops. You all want to play this way? Let us do it, sir. Alright. We're off to the races, folks. The only drawback to having exchanged the white squared bishops, there is a drawback, is that I face quite the conundrum on where to place my pawns. So I need to exchange once. Or do I need to exchange at all? I don't think I need to exchange at all. But I do have to be very mindful. Should have taken on h3. For excitement factor, for content. Taken on, I'm sorry, h takes g3, c takes d6, g takes f2, rook takes h2. And then the queen comes in. That would have been content. Oh, but it's still there. It's just not there the way we want it to be. No, don't do that, sir. This is not going to be easy to defend against. If you had to take with the h pawn, then it was probably game over after queen h3. Queen versus rook, yeah. To me, it was a pretty standard operation. I have to take it. So this soundtrack is hip but off. Let's go with beats to stream to. I'm still looking for the perfect one. Honestly, I'm still looking for the perfect one. Yeah, no, that was boring. Just anchoring the pawn. My king is in the center. I do have to decide how I'm getting there from here. I did want to play queen f5, king e3, d4 check then, but it doesn't lead to anything. Did it? Queen f5 check, king e3. Yeah, can't let him get away. And now for something relevant. Chick Chidley, good morning. How are you doing on Masters of the Chessboard? Masters of the Chessboard 21st Century Edition is what you want. Or 20th Century Edition. I'm glad you reminded me that it was in descriptive. My copy is in descriptive. I have not gotten the updated copy. That is a book that is overdue, way overdue for Chessable. 500 master games of chess, also priceless. Anything by Tartakower and Dumont. He has a 200 miniature games as well. Brilliant. Yeah, Boris Privman needs a memorial event. A real memorial event. Sorry, Crispo. I did not mean to raid you like that. When you play against stronger players, you definitely have to emphasize your foundation of the basics. You have to definitely control the center. Definitely make sure every last piece is active and available. And most assuredly, make sure that your king is safe. Throughout the game, those three tenets are absolutely required. Control in the center, unless the center is fixed, in which you're going to have to make sure that you keep an eye on it while you attack on the sides of the board, and then only then do you have any respite from keeping a super eye on the center. So have we done 7 rounds? Round 7 started, and I am out of it. Or am I? Delianalos can save me. You got this, buddy. Delianalos can tie for first with a win, no pressure. Late start or not. You can't avoid the attack on the H line if you play G3 on the first move. Yeah, you could try to hold with H4 just to play Please Don't Hurt Me chess, but your G4 square then becomes weak. So it's a tough call, right? Half a dozen of one, 2.5 dozen of the other. This is crazy. That king is so exposed. It's too bad we can't get to him. What do we need to do to get to that king? Exchange once. It's tough. It is tough and tricky. I would say that you, honestly, like, I don't necessarily know where you are in your chess development. You're definitely at a young level. You're at a young stage. So you should certainly be concentrating on the basics. Really, really emphasizing those basics, those fundamentals. You can never stop working on your fundamentals. I believe Tal said he enjoyed refreshing and looking at beginner's books to remind himself of the simplicity of chess by reinforcing the fundamentals. And the fundamentals, how well you have a good foundation, is really, really the basis for your future success in every endeavor, no matter what you do. You must have a foundation of excellence. So, would it be worth it right away to play knight f5? Then we just have to step out of the way to get over there to the king side, right? This seems almost reasonable. We're going to do a little lift and shift. The candidate master, he may have gotten the candidate master title by winning an undersection in a World Youth Championships. Yeah, I mean, basically you can never ever get enough of the fundamentals. And the basis for Tal's combinations and among other things. You are in, sir. You are definitely in. It's starting to look very sketchy here. Now that the C1 square is cleared for takeoff, this could be rough. I was looking at the rook lift first. The rook lift first. Uh-oh. This may not be good. That may not be good either. Ye gods. Andre, you actually played it like I would have played it. Which is not good. That's awesome. Good luck today, Chick Chedley. Good luck today. And the winner is... I always miss the Ilianalos deserving first place. And we all tie for first. Wow, a four-way tie for first place. What a mess, folks. And my performance of 21:39 was deservedly so. That's crazy. Deservedly so. I don't know about that. I expect him to play rook to d6 to attack it first. And then when you play f6, then I expected queen to c1. But I was a little worried about e3. You can always sack back the pawn, the tournament. We run these tournaments every single day. I'm trying to remember what the event is. Is it event? Or is it just dojo? I have to fill in all of the 6 p.m. the evening in New York City. Where are you located, Chris? Where are you located? Are you in the United States? Let me take a quick peek if I'm asking a silly question. You're in Poland. Awesome. Yeah, the tournaments we run are probably about midnight for you in the evening. We run an evening Swiss of the same exact type at midnight for you, and we run an arena and a Swiss at 7 a.m., which is 12 hours or 11 hours before that, 7 a.m. New York City time. So we're always running. You should definitely play in the 7 a.m. series Swiss, the spring Swiss series, because there are a lot of other young students, not so young, but I can make sure I get my congrats in to Ilianalos. That was very, very impressive. Can't believe 4.5 points won our 7-round Swiss, right? Is that crazy? Yeah, Monday through Friday we have one that is an hour earlier than today's. And then tomorrow, I cross my fingers that we are going to be able to pull off the absolute 9-round hopeful Swiss. Lisa Lane was a U.S. champion. Lisa Lane, by the way, the 9-round Swiss that is being held tomorrow. And of course, we're hoping to have sub Sunday. But the 9-round Swiss we're hoping is based on Lisa Lane, who was the original role model, I believe, for Walter Tevis for the Beth Harmon story. She's truly the original. She was never really a master. She played in the U.S. Women's Championship, and she did very well. But she came and she went. She still lives in upstate New York. So I believe that Lisa Lane is the original inspiration. And I hope to be able to track her down post-pandemic here when we settle down. And perhaps even do, that would be very cool to do an IRL stream for the most part. That would be awesome. We also need to get some guests on here. I need to change my layout so that we can accommodate some guests side by side. I'm going to work on that later. Might even use an entirely different stream thing. I have to do a starting out series on the moves of the pieces. I just want to mention that if you do really have a friend or a relative who needs to know how to move the pieces, the strategy, the basic strategy is covered here under the chess basics, like learning how to move the rook and the learning how to move the rook along the file and along the rank. And you have to have some strategy. Now, if we're going to capture all three of these in 3 moves, we cannot start with g4, because when we capture our second star, we won't be able to reach the third. So we actually have to think about rook takes a4, rook takes g4, and there's so many great learning tools here under the Chess Basics chapter that it's absolutely ridiculous. Now, of course, we could end up here, and we know that we don't have any future if we go in this direction or in that direction. So there's no future there, so we have to actually... And now we've reached an end game from the previous example that we already know. And all of these are very useful. Now, of course, the problem with young players, this one may look exceedingly easy, but young players forget that they have more than one rook on the board. They will actually use this rook to capture all 4 instead of using both rooks. And of course, once again, now we have to add a little bit of strategy to using both rooks. We've already been in an extended version of this endgame. And it's also rewarding for kids and young players alike. Same thing with the bishops, then 2 bishops, etc. The coolest one is when people need to learn about en passant. I think that this one is key. If no one here has experienced en passant before, then en passant is the shot. Florida was a slave state. What is the point of... So are you above Orlando? I'm trying to think. Orlando is what I consider Central Florida, right? Orlando and Disney are Central Florida. So here we have to just pay attention to which pawn moved twice. Fortunately, this is an illegal move, so you can tell that when a pawn moves 2 squares, you're able to capture it diagonally as though it made an illegal move. We need another illegal move to meet that illegal move. And here we go. 1, 2. It's like slaloming your way through. Slaloming your way through. No, you don't have to give away your city name. But yeah, no, Florida is a great state. I have relatives, and I have a lot of relatives in Orlando. So I will be there for... I'm trying to think the next time I'm going to be there. We could probably arrange something if other people wanted to go to Orlando. It's a little bit lax on the COVID restrictions and so forth. But honestly, this section is quite good. Taking the enemy pieces, for example, I'm going to go to this one. For example, this one is very difficult for young players. They actually have to be able to plan their way to the f7 bishop. And I've seen many young players plan their way to the f7 bishop, to take it, and then only to give it all away by playing the queen takes. Because they go they're in their mind it's takes, takes, and takes, just like the stars, right? But the only way to get 3 stars is by doing it correctly. And we're on the white side of the board, so we just have to manage here to capture the only unprotected thing. Well, what's the fastest way? I guess it's this way. But you can recommend Lee chess for learning chess, and it's a very simplistic, a very simple, structured building blocks of fundamentals that you should definitely go through, even if you are a good player. It's so much fun. From one of my games, that's crazy. I do love the fact that you can look up where is it? From my games. Is it here, or do I have to go back to the other one? I have to go to my profile, right? The Westfield $5 Sunday Swiss. That is a USCF rated event, by the way, the Swiss Sunday. Unfortunately, you can't avoid Lev Zilbermans in that event. If you're a member of the Westfield Chess Club, I'm sure John will take you. I don't play 1-minute chess, I'm sorry. Rated 1-minute chess. What are you, crazy? Alright, one last game. Can I abort this? Did I lose him? And that was the first and last time you'll see me play a 1-minute game. On purpose, anyway. Puzzle dashboard from my games. Look at all these guys. Now I have a lesson starting in 3 minutes, you characters. Of course I did that once. Who do we have? Apostolette? Oh, alright. Only because you are visiting, and I hope you are following. Puzzle dashboard from my games, and then you can search others too, right? Where'd he go? Tanubov. If you're not in the audience, I'm definitely not playing you. We have a lot of people here. Tom, could that be you? Again? Are you here? Well, how does this guy keep challenging me? Alright, last one. Apostolette, before I have to go. Ready? I'm afraid not. Alright. Playing 1 minute chess with viewers. Rated 1 minute chess with viewers. Crazy. Is that the key to secret? Is that the key to success? To give up on trying to be a better chess player? Maybe. Maybe. You're back again. No, I have to run. I really do have to run, but we will do that. We will dance again. We have the same event tomorrow morning. I am hoping to be streaming later this evening, although that hope has never been always fulfilled. We are going with my personal favorite candidates. You should be watching the candidates. If you're not watching the candidates, I don't know what to tell you. 1 second. I'm just going to do a quick survey on who is the best coverage. Honestly, I believe that Chess24 and Judith Bolgar have the best coverage. So that is where we probably should be at. Whether or not I get recognition for the raid or not, it does not matter. Judith is a good friend. That is where we're headed. Please enjoy Chess24's coverage of the live candidate matches. That is key to your... and by the way, when you're watching good players, try to find the best possible move. Try to find the best possible move before they play it. And try to find the best possible move before the viewers or before the commentators suggest it in the chat or online. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you all for coming. If you've not already followed, I appreciate the follow. Another 18 viewers will be gifting subs. Talk to you soon. Cheers and ciao.